officiating is a system used to maintain order and fairness in implementing rules. It is an important part of any sports activity, whether it is competitive or recreational. A game may not be successful without the collaborative effort of officiating officials. Good afternoon, grade 9 students. Welcome to Bamboo Telescuela. This is your school on air in Physical Education 9. I am teacher Angelica C. Perico from Cagayan City National High School main campus. Make sure to grab your modules and activity notebook with you and tune in to DWDY-AM, DWND-FM station, and CMD Cable Channel 1, and also streaming live at SDO Cagayan Facebook page. Have you adjusted to the new normal in learning right now? If yes, that's a good thing. If not, it's okay. Let's just hope and pray that everything will be alright again soon. Now, get ready and pay attention to our discussion for today. Before we proceed to our main topic, let's recall the good qualities of an officiating officials. First is the physical qualities, which refers to the physical attributes of officiating official. He or she must have a high level of fitness to be able to perform his job. Second is the emotional qualities, which refers to the emotional readiness of an officiating official. He should have a self-confidence to perform his duties as an official of the game. Third is the mental qualities or mental toughness, which is the term used to refer to all the qualities pertaining to one's mental preparations in officiating a game. To be mentally tough, it requires one to stay focused, regulate one's performance, ability to handle pressure, awareness, and control of thoughts and feelings. Lastly is the social qualities, wherein it is the ability of an officiating official to settle disputes without sacrificing the integrity of a game and the officiating team. Before we discuss our lesson, take note of the answers of the following guide questions. Number 1. What is the scoring system used in a volleyball game? Number 2. What are the rules to follow in playing a volleyball game? And number 3. Who are the officiating officials of the game and what are their duties and functions? Remember, class, that the success and failure of a game depends on the officiating officials. Therefore, it is important to pay attention to our discussion for today because one of your performance tasks is to officiate a game. Take down important things about our lesson today. You may also answer all the given activities on your module after watching or listening to our discussion. Volleyball is a team sport played by two teams of 6 players in a playing court with standard measurement of 18 meters by 9 meters. The objective of the game is to send the ball over the net to the ground of the opponent's court and to prevent the same effort by the opponent. How is the scoring system of the game? A team scores a point when an opponent team commits a fault. Example, the team hits the ball 4 times before returning it to the opponent's court. When the ball goes outside, double contact, entering on opponent's court, and service error and others. When the opponent team receives a penalty, and by successfully landing the ball on the opponent's court. This way of scoring system in volleyball is called rally point system. Let's move on to the rules of the game. Officiating a game is the most criticized job and endures more pressure in sports environment. Therefore, it is important for officiating officials to master the rules of the game, apply, and enforce it systematically. Each team may consist of 12 players, including 1 or 2 optional liberos. These are the positions of each player inside the court. Starting from Zone 1, the server or setter. Zone 2, right side hitter. Zone 3, middle blocker. Zone 4, left side hitter. Zone 5, outside hitter. And Zone 6, middle blocker. usually replaced by a libero when she or he reaches the backline by means of rotation. Each team is entitled to 3 hits in addition to blocking. The game is played up to 25 points. Matches are best of 5 sets. A match is composed of 1 set, and a set is composed of 25 points. Common game violations. Let's start at service errors. Stepping on the line during execution of service. Serving out of turn. Serving outside the imaginary line of the sideline. Did not toss or release the ball during service. Next is the faults in playing the ball. 4 hits. When a team hits the ball 4 times before returning it to opponent's court. A team may only hit the ball thrice or 3 times before returning it to the opponent's court. Assisted hit. When a player takes support from a teammate or any structure or object in order to hit the ball within the playing area. Catch. The ball is caught or thrown, it does not rebound from it. It is illegal to catch, hold, or throw the ball. Double contact. When a player hits the ball twice in succession or the ball contacts various parts of the body in succession. A player may hit the ball once only. Lastly, players' faults at the net. When a player touches the ball or an opponent in the opponent's space. Players interfere with the opponent's play while penetrating into opponent's space under the net is called entering. Touching the net between the antenna or the antenna itself during the action of playing the ball. A ball fails to pass over the net and falls on the side of offensive team. Reaching beyond the net or overreaching is playing the ball on the opponent's playing space. Those are the rules of the volleyball game. I hope that you clearly understand them. Now, let's move on to the positions and duties of volleyball officials. Who are the officiating officials of the game? First is the referee 1. He stands or sits on a high stool on one side of the court in line with the halfway opposite of the post. Second is the umpire or referee 2. He stands on the opposite side of the court facing the referee 1. Sits alongside the umpire is the scorer and 4 linesmen positioned in each corner of the court. But if 2 linesmen are used, they must be positioned diagonally opposite each other holding a flag. Let us now proceed to their duties. The referee or referee 1 is the head official of the game. He manages the match from the beginning to the end. He makes final decision and changes other officials' decision if needed. This is usually happened when some of the officials are not sure of their judgment or decision. Example, the linesmen are not sure if the ball fell outside or inside. Therefore, it is the duty of the referee to make the final decision. He changes erring officials. An official who always commits mistake or misjudgment during the game. He implements the rules as stated on the rule book and other rules in relation to the game. And he decides whether the court is playable or not. The playing court is 18 meters long and 9 meters wide and is surrounded by a free zone of 3 meters wide on all sides. The space above the playing area is known as the free playing space and is a minimum of 7 meters high from the playing surface. Before the match, the referee inspects the court and equipment if they are ready and in proper condition. He tosses the coin to start the game, and during the match, he admonishes both teams not to delay the game and decides when service is to be made. The positions of players, the faults of the game, and the faults committed above the net. The umpire or second referee assists the first referee as follows. Supervises the scorer. Manages the players seated on the bench. Authorizes and administers timeouts and substitutions. 12 substitutions is the maximum permitted per team, per set. A player in the starting lineup may leave and re-enter the set, but only in his or her previous position in the lineup. And each team is allowed to have 2 timeouts per set with a 30 seconds duration. Next is the scorer. He records the data in the match and get the signatures of the coaches and the captain balls before and after the match. He lists lineup of both teams on the lineup sheet. During the game, the scorer records points scored by either team, supervises service rotation, records timeouts and substitution, and informs the referee about the end of a set. And after the game, he records the result of the match, signs the score sheet, and presents it to the team captains and officials of the match for their signatures. How about the linesmen? As what I have said, in professional competition, 4 linesmen must be positioned on each corner of the court. But if 2 linesmen are used, they must be positioned diagonally opposite each other, holding a flag to signal the following. The ball is either inside or outside the playing area. If the receiver holds the ball, the foot faults are committed by the server at the end line. Now that we're done with the discussion, let's have a recap of our lesson. Let's check if you answered correctly the 3 guide questions of today's topic. Volleyball is a team sport played by 2 teams with 6 players. The players are the server or setter, middle blocker or libero, outside hitter, left side hitter, middle blocker, and the side hitter. The scoring system used in volleyball is rally point system, in which a point is scored on every single rally. It doesn't matter which team serves the ball. Points can be scored by either the serving or the receiving team. Volleyball can be played by 2 teams with 6 players in each team. A team may hit the ball 3 times. A player may not hit the ball twice in succession. Ball may be played off the net during a volley and on a serve. A ball hitting a boundary line is in. A ball is out if it hits the antenna, the floor, the referee stand, or pole and the ceiling. It is illegal to catch, hold, or throw the ball. After the service, frontline players may switch positions, and it is legal to contact the ball with any parts of the body. It is also legal that a serve ball touches the net as long as it goes over the net. A player is allowed to serve the ball anywhere behind the end lines. The officiating officials are the referee, umpire, scorer, and 4 linesmen. The success and failure of a game depends on them on how they manage the game from the beginning to the end. Are you now ready to officiate a game? I hope so. Now that we're done with the discussion, I want you to take down note the following questions and situations. Read and study carefully the situations given. You must identify the violations committed by the players in each situation. And as an officiating official, what will be your decision and why? Here are the situations to be analyzed and give your answers. Situation number 1. John makes a very strong service, so he usually stands farther away from the end line. Before hitting the ball, he took 3 steps forward and accidentally stepped on the line. Situation number 2. During service, the server hits the ball without releasing it. Situation number 3. The ball that went outside was saved by Peter of Team A. Bong, their teammate, returned it to Team B's court and it passed outside the vertical stick of the net. Edwin and John belong to Team B. They switched position before the service was made. Class, I repeat, You have to identify the fault or violation committed by the players in each situation. And as an officiating official, give your decision and explain why. Write your answers in your activity notebook and submit it to your MAPEH 9 teacher. That ends our lesson for today. It has been a great day of learning and discovery that even COVID-19 cannot stop. See you again next week, here only on DWDY AM, DWND FM station, and CMD Cable Channel 1. And follow the Facebook page of SDO Cauayan City for more live updates and informations. This has been Teacher Angelica C. Perico for Bamboo Telescuela, bringing education in the comfort of your home. Have a good day and may God bless you 100-fold.